Hawkeye Sports Network from Learfield. Hawkeye Volleyball is brought to you by Iowa Corn. You might think Iowa just grows corn, but the truth is corn grows Iowa. Brought to you by Iowa's corn farmers of the Iowa Corn Growers Association and the Iowa Corn Promotion Board. Wellmark, you're listening to healthy coverage of the Iowa Hawkeyes from Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield, University of Iowa Healthcare, changing medicine, changing lives, and by Homewood Suites and Home 2. Hawk fans, experience your home away from home at Coralville's finest all-suite hotels. Now live, this is Hawkeye Volleyball.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Huff Hall on the campus of the University of Illinois. I'm John Evans. Tonight, Iowa visits the Fighting Illini. Just finishing up starting lineups. And, of course, I took a chance that I knew what the Illinois starting lineup was, and they made a small change to theirs. So, missed it by just a bit. We'll have to see where exactly I screwed it up on the guesstimate, but we'll get to it. The Hawks also made a small change to their starting lineup tonight, but first, Illinois 6-7 on the season, 1-2 in the Big Ten, lost in 3 last night to Penn State, but pulled out a nice five-set win. Last weekend over Michigan State to get on the board. Iowa last night in Indiana, competitive for 2 sets. Really competitive for 3 sets, kind of lost their way a little bit in the middle of the third set, but need to find a way to pull it all together. Like I said, making a small change in the starting lineup today and the rotation in general, as Iowa will try to get going here. And for Iowa, it's pretty simple. Last night was losing the serve and receive game for sure. No aces for Iowa. A ton of service errors where Indiana didn't have a ton of aces. I think it was 5 or 6. Had a relatively high number of errors as well, 9 or 10, but they were able to serve Iowa out of system. And when Iowa gave a free ball back to Indiana, they just ran it right back at Iowa quickly, and the middles dominated last night. Iowa will have to deal with Kennedy Collins, a strong middle, but really the person to watch out for will be Raina Terry for Illinois, as Iowa will have to find a way to stop her or slow her down, and she's going to see the ball a ton. We're going to get started tonight. Michelle Urquhart will serve to get us going for the Hawks. Floats it over, great serve, good pass. Middle attack, sails it wide. Hawks on top 1-0. That was Kari Bohm that missed wide there. Just missed the connection. Urquhart again comes forward, fires this one over. Ace serve. Second in the Big Ten in aces. She gets her first one tonight, and the first one in, as I mentioned, all weekend, as Iowa had none yesterday. Floats this one over again. Charging play off the net. Ball goes outside to Terry, rolls it over. One-handed up by Buettner. Mateo platforms it over, actually used the setter. Good ball there, middle attack, into the net. Hawks lead 3-0. She didn't use the setter, used Burbage came forward. Mosier put up a ball, but the second hitting error for Bohm. Start the Hawkeyes needed, 3-0. Urquhart, good flat serve. Little off the net, goes right side to Burbage. Big swing off the block, dug up easy by Morovic. Mateo. Outside, Buettner scores. Hawks first kill. On top now 4-0. Urquhart comes forward again, floats that one, catches the back line. Terry bailed out, another ace serve. It's 5-0. Urquhart floats this one into the net. Tried to go short. Just missed. First point for the Illini on the Hawkeye air. Kennedy Collins comes in. Bohm goes to the bench. Caroline Barnes, the libero, back to serve. Good flat serve. Moravec, great pass. Mateo, slide to Davis. Easy dig there. Setter pushes it out the outside. Terry, big swing. Off Hawkeye hands. Raina Terry. I mentioned her at the start. She is number 1 in the Big Ten in points scored, 14th in the country. Serve goes at Moravec, bad pass. That'll be an ace for Illinois. Burbage gets the ace. Terry, 14th in the country in points, 7th in points per set, leads the Big Ten in both categories. Moravec jumps out of the way, catches the line. Illinois 4 straight and right back in it. Both teams 2 ace serves here in the early going. Buechner, good ball. Mateo, good dump, scores. Well disguised there, went up with both hands. Looked like she was going to push the slide. Just dropped it over with her left hand. Illinois tends to play perimeter defense, so they really leave that middle open. If you're quick and aggressive, you can get it done. Buechner, good serve. Good pass, though. Middle attack, Collins. Dug up onto the Illinois side. Collins again. Into the block on the Illinois side again. Right side swing, tipped high over. Mateo's there. Dennis is going to platform. She goes to Moravec. She scores, finds the middle of the floor. Again, that's that perimeter defense. You don't have to hit it hard. You just place it well. Get it over the block, get it into that donut, kind of back seam. 7-4. Buechner. Pass off the net, goes outside to Terry. Big swing right down. Over Mateo, past Urquhart and scores 7-5. Just because you know the ball's going to go there all night doesn't mean you're going to be able to stop it every time. Vanessa Pan checks in. She'll serve for Illinois. Floats it over. It's a beauty. Great serve. Caught Buechner leaning back as she was trying to transition. Boy, I talked about the serve-receive game. Iowa's been aced 3 times here in the first 13 points. Another float. Buechner, good pass. Mateo behind Moravec, but she gets the swing. Dug up in the middle of the court. Good ball. Outside Terry. High off the block. Out of bounds. Tied at 7 after the quick Hawkeye start. Hawkeye scout talked about anticipate short. You just got to be ready for short and deal with it if it comes at you longer. Comes at her harder that time. Mateo way outside to Moravec. Block deserts her. Right side to Collins. Catches the back line as Buechner dove out of the way. Illinois' first lead, 8-7. Pan runs forward again, floats it at Buechner. Bad pass. Mateo, good ball to Moravec, off the block. Diving one-handed play by the libero. Terry tips. Somebody's in the net. That was Iowa. Mateo caught in the net. 9-7 Illinois. Barnes with a great diving one-handed play there to keep that alive. Pan goes hard with the serve. Goes into the net. 9-8. It's actually what started the Illinois run in the first place, was after Urquhart had scored 5. She served it in the net. See if Iowa can respond in the same positive way with Anna Davis. 9-8, Illinois on top. Good strong serve. Pass well off the net. Long platform over. Terry actually take a swing at it. Mateo. McSweeney tips. It's covered up. Terry off the block. Dug by Buechner. Mateo. Urquhart from the back row. Dug by Barnes. It's tight. Right side. One-on-one block there. Kennedy Collins gets the kill as she came into the came all the way cross court. Davis goes off. Dennis comes in. Raina Terry now back to serve. Urquhart, good pass. Mateo, back row, Buettner. Boy, it looked like somebody was in the net there. Terry tips. Mateo's there. Urquhart uses hands. Good ball. Morovic blocked. Stay on the Hawkeye side. Illinois is a really good blocking team, so I will have to pay some attention there. Give that block to Mosier and Collins. 11-8 Illinois. Terry bounces forward and fires it into the net. 11-9. Finally make enough rotation around that Gabby Deary comes in for Michelle Urquhart. Gabby will play the front row, hit right side. Kaya Mateo to serve. Mateo right down the line, bad pass. Well outside. Ball stayed in somehow. Mateo, McSweeney off the block. Dennis takes it. Mateo, Deary, blocks late, but finds a hole. Platformed up. Gonna actually get us tipped. Diving play by Mateo. Dennis, Morovic off the net. Big swing. Punched over to the Hawkeye side. Buettner, Mateo, Morovic scores. Nat Morovic, big swing, stuck with it. 11-10, Illinois on top. Mateo to serve. Tries to go at Nunji, but the libero takes it. Terry pushes it. Good hands out to Nunji. Big swing, Buettner. Mateo, good ball outside. Morovic on time. Dug up, but into the crowd. Tied at 11. Nat Morovic with a couple good swings, couple good kills. Mateo. Libero steps in, another bad pass, just platformed over to the Hawkeye side. Middle to McSweeney, blocked. Morovic, Mateo, Morovic, blocked. Onto the line. Dennis was there to cover, but thought it was out. Stays in. Another block for Mosier and Collins. 12-11 Illinois. Kennedy Collins will go back to the service line now. Gallops forward and fires it. Dennis, bad pass. Buettner takes it. Morovic just tips it short. Boy, those are the unforced errors you can't have. You're going to give them an easy free ball anyway. Don't get too cute. Get it over the net. 13-11. Collins, good strong serve. Buettner, Ortega gets it in the air. Morovic, good swing and scores. Good to see Nat just keep ripping at it. 4 kills, 3 errors on her 11 swings. She'll come over to zone 5 and serve. Morovic hops forward. Good strong serve. Good pass though, it's tight. Middle attack, dug by Dennis. Ortega's able to chase it down. Buettner's gonna get a swing at it. Easy dig there, middle of the floor. Right side behind her though. But boy, Terry is so good. Got to get that block set. She's going to come cross there on that back row swing. Mosier now back to serve. Right in front of the Illini bench. Runs it forward and fires. Good ball, Morovic off the net. Ortega behind Buettner. Blocked, out of bounds, scores. Good tool of the block by Buettner, 14-13. Sydney Dennis to serve. Anna Davis came back in the game. She's in the front row. Dennis floats it over. Ball's off the net. Middle pass, though. Blocked. Davis punches it up in the air. For some reason, Ortega didn't go get it. She looked for help, but really wasn't that far away from her. Ball she needs to go get. 15-13. That'll put Nunji back to the service line. Little running gallop, fires it over. Buettner, good ball to Ortega. She dumps, but she's covered up. Big swing by Terry, off the block and out of bounds. 16-13 Illinois. Bailey tends to pick really good spots for the dump. Not sure that was the one she wanted. Good pass from Moravec. Ortega outside Buettner. Touched out. Hawks score 16-14. Illinois says no. Coach Thomas will challenge. So we'll go with the no touch challenge. I am as far away from the replay monitor as I can possibly be today, so no help, no guessing today. Show it up on the big screen, but I've got no chance at that either. So the usual reminders, each team gets 2 challenges. If you're right with it, Coach Thomas is right and his players did not touch it, he will maintain his challenge. If he's wrong, he will lose it. If we get to a 5th set, each team will get another one. Unless you haven't used one, then you just keep your 2. Kind of a big spot already. 16-14 seems like a much better number than 17-13. Iowa hitting 217, Illinois hitting 304 here in the early going. And Raina Terry living up to the billing, 6 kills on 10 swings. Kennedy Collins 2 on 4. So your 2 high volume people I mentioned in the open are the ones kind of leading the way. Still at the monitor right now. Illinois with 2 blocks. Hawks don't have any yet. 3 ace serves for Illinois, 2 for the Hawks. 2 errors and only 1. 2 errors for Illinois, only 1 for the Hawks. Digs are fairly well spread out, although Caitlin Buettner does have 4. Still over at the monitor. Which I don't know if that means he's hunting for the. Got to be clear and obvious that there is no touch to overturn it, because of course the call on the floor, both down officials, both line judges immediately called no touch, or I'm sorry, called touch. See the Hawkeyes, it's hot in here. This could be an interesting match of attrition if it drags on a long time. Huff Hall is, we'll call it not a modern building. Historic, I think, was the way we just decided to describe it. And historic typically means no air conditioning, and so that's where we are. We've got giant fans on the outer corners of the court, or outer corners of the arena, spinning the air around. Looks like we're finally done. We'll see what the call is here. No touch called. Coach Barnes just asking the question so you could clearly tell that it wasn't touched. He's getting the head nod. So that'll make it 17-13 Illinois on the Caitlin Buettner hitting error. And Jessica Nunji will serve again. Nunji floats it over. Buettner off the net. Ortega right side Deary off the net through the block. Boy, how did that block not close? Terry and Bohm were both there to give the kill to Deary. 17-14. We're back 17-14 on our first lap around as Michelle Urquhart goes back to serve. Good flat serve. Pass off the net, outside. Big swing, goes wide. Terry misses. Her first hitting error after 6 kills. Urquhart again. Good flat serve. Terry, good tight pass. Boy, Urquhart was in the right spot, but just too hot to handle from Burbage. 18-15. Sends Carolyn Barnes back to serve. Junior libero, Naperville, Illinois. Fires it over. Gets into Morovic. Mateo pushes it all the way outside behind Butner, but she times it up. Good diving play by Barnes. Right side. Dennis diving play. Mateo finds her feet. Back row from Morovic. Diving play into the bench. Hawks score 18-16. Morovic back row kill. Good choice there from Mateo. As she was on the run. Instead of trying to do too much, just set her feet, put a good ball up. Good swing from Morovic. Butner. Good pass. Outside Terry. High off the block and scores. 19-16. Pan checks it back in. She put together a nice service run. And somehow Illinois in their front row was out of rotation. Boy, you don't see the serving team get called for out of rotation very often. Put it in the net anyway, so no real harm done. 19-17, Illinois on top. Anna Davis goes sharp cross. Barnes steps in front, bad pass. Good ball, Terry's gonna get a swing and just smokes the triple. She'll go to the back row. Nunji comes back in. Lily Berry heads to the bench. Rena Terry to serve. Good flat serve. Dennis. Mateo. That ball's in the air, but Mateo wins the joust with Nunji. And Barnes smacked it out of bounds after. 20-18. Hawks hanging around, but needing to find a time for a run here. Waiting for Terry to tighten up her shoelaces. Gets the all clear. Here she comes. Good serve. Barnes, bad pass. Terry. Nunji long, no touch. The Hawks back to within one, 20-19. Illinois not afraid to make errors if you just serve them tough enough that they can't make easy passes. Mateo floats it at Barnes. That's a good pass. Collins on the slide. Blocks there, but it goes out of bounds. 21-19. Got to get that block angled back in the court as you're chasing her out on the slide. If you keep following her, she's just going to tool it off. Collins now to serve. Butner, good ball to Ortega. Outside, behind Morovic. Collins with a running dig. Terry from the back. Off the top of the tape, but off Sydney Dennis, 22-19. Boy, that's one you gotta win. You can't let Kennedy Collins get a dig on the back row. That's their middle playing back middle on defense. Collins, good flat serve. Butner, overpass, out of bounds. That's an ace, 23-19. Coach Barnes finally uses his first timeout. Hawk fans, experience your home away from home at Coralville's finest all-suite hotels. Homewood Suites and Home to Suites by Hilton each offer guests spacious suites, complimentary breakfast, 24-hour fitness center, pool, hot tub, guest laundry, and convenient locations. Let their warm and friendly staff take care of you and your family when you visit Hawkeye Country. Hawks battled, pulled back to within one, but 3 straight from Illinois. And they're on the verge of putting the set away. Raina Terry, 9 kills on 14 swings, hitting .571. Nat Morovic has 5 for the Hawkeyes, so she's been okay, but Illinois hitting .323, Iowa just hitting .214. And again, the serve-receive game, 4 aces for Illinois, just 2 for the Hawks, even though Illinois has 3 errors to go with that. Not a team that tends to have a bunch of aces, and really not doing anything tremendously tricky with the serve, just keeping Iowa off balance, a little short, a little long. And Iowa not moving their feet very well on serve receive, and not really seeing it, getting into position. Twelve digs apiece for each team. Illinois still with the 2 blocks. Collins and Mosier team for both of those. And the Hawks need the side out here coming out of the timeout. Collins fires it over. Buechner. Good ball to Ortega. Middle to McSweeney. It was too high. Terry with an easy dig. Pushes it outside. Nunji sails that long. (23-20). Matt Morovic back to serve. Natalie comes forward, fires a good strong serve. Bad pass from Nunji. Ball's going to come outside to her. Triple blocks there, rolled over. Morovic, diving play. Ortega, middle to McSweeney, off the block. Dennis steps in. Ortega behind her to Deary. Through the block and scores. 23-21. Bohm was late there on the block. And Chris Thomas will call his first timeout. 23-21, Iowa with a couple in a row. Hawkeye fans, you can drive your team to a win this season by filling up with unleaded 88 with quick rewards at any Quick Star location. Fuel up with 8 gallons or more of unleaded 88 and you'll automatically be entered to win for a chance to win great prize packs throughout the season. Quick Star, proud partner of Hawkeye Volleyball. All right, this is the spot. If I'm at home, I'm asking Reagan Coyle, my buddy, where Illinois is going. And I think I push this ball to the back right and let Raina Terry take a swing coming out of the 1 spot there, basically coming out of the service hole. Or if she's playing back middle on defense, let her come right up the pipe and swing at it. I think I've seen enough of Nunji right now that I'd like to give it to Terry if I'm Illinois to try to do it. So if you're Iowa, do you kind of sit on that and watch it a little bit? Terry's got 9. Collins has 3. But Collins is on the bench, so this is a tough front row. You've got Bohm with 1 kill and 2 errors, and you've got Nunji, no kills and 2 errors. And you've got Mosier, who hasn't made an attempt yet in the front row. So it's a tough spot for Illinois to get out of offensively. So if Iowa can serve tough, make this ball go out of system, really to their advantage. Morovic, great serve, bad pass. Platformed all the way out. Nunji rolls it over Morovic. Hawks are going to get it in play. McSweeney goes up, pushes it over, scores! It's dirty, but it's a point. 23-22. McSweeney, good heads-up play there as she tracked that ball. Tough play to stay out of the net. Ball's coming up over her shoulder. Middles don't hit tons and tons of balls like that. Went up, 2-hand pushed it over. 23-22. Morovic, good strong serve. Tipped over, out of bounds. We're tied at 23. Nat Moravec, what a serve there. That'll go, I would think that's going to go for an ace. And Coach Thomas will use his second timeout as the Hawks have stormed back. We're tied at 23. We'll take a quick break. You are listening to Hawkeye Volleyball from Learfield, presented by Quickstar.
To anyone passing through our state, fields and fields of corn might be what they see. But the people who call Iowa home know it's so much more. Corn is ethanol, a homegrown, renewable fuel. Corn is delicious pork, beef, poultry, and dairy. Corn is in 4,000 products we rely on every day. So yeah, our highway views are full of corn, and we're proud of it. Because corn grows Iowa. Show your support for Iowa corn farmers at iowacorn.org/fan of corn.
We are back at Huff Hall. I'm John Evans. We're tied at 23 here in set one. Hawks on a 4-0 run. Natalie Moravec serving has helped the Hawks get there. 5 kills for Nat, 4 digs. I think she kind of got cheated out of an ace there as they gave a hitting error to Brooke Mosier instead. But that one was a lot of, that was a whole heck of a lot of Nat Moravec serve. Teams retake the floor. Again, if you're Illinois, there's only one place this ball can go. Raina Terry has got to get a swing at this ball. Moravec hops forward. Good strong serve. Hawks use Terry. Here it comes. Terry from the back row. Big swing. Off the tape. Out of bounds. Set point Hawks. For my liking, that was 2 points too late, though, if you're Illinois. Moravec now will try to do it. Crowd roaring at her. Moravec, strong serve. Good pass, Mosier. Back row, Terry off the block. Hawks can't get there, tied at 24. Went right back to her. Great, smart play there from Mosier. Mosier heads to the back row. That'll bring Burbage into the front. Still a good spot for the Hawks to score and finish it up. Into the net. Hawks will be able to serve for the set. Again, Dennis to serve. Davis to the front row. McSweeney heads to the bench. Sydney Dennis right in front of the Hawkeye bench. Gets the all clear signal. Floats it over. Good pass. Outside. High off the block. Can't score. Burbage gets the kill from the left side. .25 all. Nunji back to serve. She stayed back there for a while the first time. Hawks are going to need to get rid of her. Just kind of does a little gallop to the right there. Fires it over. Buechner, good pass. Ortega behind her to Deary. Blocked out of bounds. Hawks score. Mateo in. Urquhart in. Ortega and Deary to the bench. 26-25 Hawks. Michelle Urquhart got the Hawks flying here in the first set. Fires it. Good ball. Outside. Off the block. Back to the Illinois side. Terry's going to get another try. Rolls it over. What a great spot there. She rolled that ball into the 4 spot after the Hawkeye block took care of her the first time. 26 all. An amazing 11 kills for Raina Terry here in the first set. Barnes, Moravec, Mateo, Buechner. Good easy dig there. Terry outside. Dug by Dennis. Mateo, back row, Moravec. Blocked. Right back down into Anna Davis, and Anna couldn't get the ball back up in the air. First set point for Illinois. Second timeout for Coach Barnes. 27-26, Illinois leads. You are listening to Hawkeye Volleyball from Learfield, presented by Quickstar.
Hawk fans, be sure to visit and connect with the official local business partners of the Iowa Hawkeyes. The hotel at Kirkwood Center, Iowa's premier luxury hotel. The Jill Armstrong team with Skogman Realty, the area's premier realtor. The hotel at Kirkwood Center, a AAA 4-diamond luxury property located just a few minutes from the Eastern Iowa Airport and downtown Cedar Rapids. Whether you're visiting for business or pleasure, the hotel is happy to welcome you. To make reservations, visit thehotelatkirkwood.com or call 877-751-5111.
John Evans back here at Huff Hall, 27-26. Illinois will get their first chance to close out the first set. What a battle we've had. 244 is the Illinois hitting percentage. 229 is the Hawks hitting percentage. But Raina Terry, 11 kills, just 2 errors, hitting .474. And Illinois probably in their best offensive rotation right here. So the Hawks will just need to side it out. If you give Illinois a swing at it without getting a kill, Illinois's got a lot of options with Collins, Terry, and Burbage in the front row. Barnes knocks it over. Buechner, good ball. Mateo, slide to Davis, but behind her. Look out, here it comes. Slide to Burbage, she tips it. And Dennis can't get there. Boy, tricked me. I would have never guessed Burbage on the tip for the set point. 28-26. Illinois comes away with set 1 in a hard-fought battle. And we will move to set 2. You are listening to Hawkeye Volleyball from Learfield, presented by Quickstar.
The silly moments, the proud moments, even the hard moments. They're what make life remarkable. And they're why Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield is here for every moment. Committed to making healthcare better, more affordable, with more choices for care. And service and coverage that give you peace of mind no matter what comes your way. So you can show up for every tender moment, every brave moment, and every wouldn't miss it for the world moment. Knowing that Blue is here for you. Go to wellmark.com/every moment to find a plan right for you.
To anyone passing through our state, fields and fields of corn might be what they see. But the people who call Iowa home know it's so much more. Corn is ethanol, a homegrown, renewable fuel. Corn is delicious pork, beef, poultry, and dairy. Corn is in 4,000 products we rely on every day. So yeah, our highway views are full of corn, and we're proud of it. Because corn grows Iowa. Show your support for Iowa corn farmers at iowacorn.org/fan of corn.
Welcome back to Huff Hall. I'm John Evans. Illinois pulls out the first set, 28-26. The Hawks just couldn't get good swings. They're at 26 all and 27-26. Illinois able to get into their good rotation and finish it off. One other match going on in the Big Ten right now. The team that Iowa faced last night, Indiana, leads Nebraska 23-20 in the first set. Penn State and Minnesota will be a little later on tonight. So all of a sudden the Indiana, said it for a while, Indiana is a good team. Didn't necessarily think they're good enough to beat Nebraska, and they haven't obviously done it yet. Nebraska pulled out a tough 5-set match last night in West Lafayette as they beat Purdue in 5. So that the young Cornhusker squad getting tested just a bit in the Big Ten road trips. See what answers either team has here. It's really not, you don't have to make wholesale changes. You just need to kind of clean things up a little bit. Both teams made errors that made for runs that were going too long, and so Hawks will have to do a little bit better job there. And if you're Illinois, you've got to figure out a better way to get out of that early rotation. There's a couple of spots where they've got some holes. teams retaking the floor here. As we get ready to start set 2. Set point in Bloomington for the Hoosiers, 24-21. If I have my stats right, Nebraska had lost just 3 sets on the season coming into last night. After 2 last night and 1 today, they've now lost 3 in early Big Ten play, but the facts are pretty simple. They're still undefeated. That's the important part. Nunji will serve to start off the second set. Good serve, Moravec, good pass. Mateo outside Buechner, high off the block, Terry, easy dig. Pushes it right side to Burbage, behind her, Moravec, good ball up in the air. Mateo, boy, Hawks catch a break there on the lack of a double call. That ball's gonna get in the air, great diving hustle by Burbage. Moravec, Mateo, Buechner, off the block into the Hawkeye bench, 1-0. Hawks might have got away with a double contact there. But then again, I seem to have no idea what double contact is, so being perfectly honest, we'll just leave it at that. Urquhart fires it long, 1-1. Barnes now back to serve. Pops it over. Dennis, good ball to Mateo. Slide to Davis. Through the block, that's in the air. Another diving one-handed play. Terry's gonna get a swing. She tips it. Buechner, Mateo, Moravec tips. Diving play again. Terry tips again. Urquhart, Mateo has to tip. Easy play for Mosier. Terry. Dennis is there. Moravec steps through traffic. Buechner rolls it over. Dug up easy. Burbage. Dennis, Mateo with one hand, Urquhart from the back. Barnes, Collins. Smart play from Kennedy Collins. Sydney Dennis was cheating up right into that 4 spot, and Collins pushed it long into the deep corner. Moravec couldn't get over there. Kill for Collins. Moravec off the net, Mateo outside, Buechner right down the line, scores. Tied at 2. Indiana holds on, takes set 1, 25-23 over Nebraska. Buechner to serve. Good floating serve onto the Hawkeye side. Moravec, Mateo, bad tip right to the defender. Burbage rolls. Mateo took 2 steps and stopped. Boy, that's a play she probably wants back. You're going to tip that over. Tip it. Act like you mean it. She just sent it and floated it, righted. I think that wasn't Burbage. It was actually, that might have been Burbage. Just right at her. Easy play. Pan, good ball. Mateo all the way outside Moravec. Diving play from Barnes. Can't get there. Tied at 3. Don't get me wrong, I like the fact that Mateo wanted to tip it, but tipping it to where the back row is standing is no good. Tip with a purpose, know where you're going, send it to the floor. Davis, good ball right at Pan. Good pass though. Collins, ball. Bad ball, but got away with it. Tipped over. McSweeney was there when Mosier tipped it, but the timing was off. Went off of McSweeney's hands into the campfire. 4-3 Illinois. Raina Terry to serve. Dennis, tough pass. Buechner, good ball. Moravec. Didn't really go up and compete for that one. The ball hit the top of the tape, fell back on the Iowa side, 5-3. Illinois made a little bit of a shift in their rotation here. Kennedy Collins is in the front row now with Mosier and Nunji, so recognized that was a weak spot. They flipped that around a little bit. Dennis, much better ball. Mateo outside. Morovic high off the block. That ball's going to be in the air too. Barnes platforms it over. McSweeney. Mateo. Morovic. Covered by Buechner. Mateo. McSweeney. Bad timing. You can't really run the slide to Dill when she's already been out there. She just isn't going to transition back and run out. So no power in the jump. Block was set right on her. 6-3 Illinois. Terry, good flat serve again. Good pass. Mateo. McSweeney, it was too far in front of her. Barnes, tough pass. Mosier says to heck with it. I'm not setting anybody. Just turns with the left hand and fires. 7-3. Mateo's going to head out. And Ortega's going to come in for her. Terry fires it over. That ball was long, but it hit Buechner. And Urquhart then hits it long. Boy, talked about it there, right there was which team would be able to stop the hurt yourself runs. Unfortunately, it's not Iowa right now, as Illinois not really doing anything. I shouldn't say that. Raina Terry serving outstanding right now, getting a Hawkeyes off balance, and Iowa not handling it very well. University of Iowa Healthcare has the game plan for your same-day healthcare needs. If you need treatment for a common illness or minor injury, visit one of several UI Quick Care or Urgent Care locations throughout the Iowa City-Cedar Rapids corridor. Their care and experience will help you get back in the game. UI Healthcare is proud to sponsor your Iowa Hawkeyes. 8-3 here, early set 2. Illinois had one set point in the first, capitalized on it to take it 28-26. And Iowa now going to need to find a response. 5-0 run here from Illinois. Well, Raina Terry's at the service line. Might as well. Not sure I can sing her praises quite enough or do enough justice to what she's done so far this year. And like I said, leads the Big Ten in points, leads the Big Ten in points per set, leads the Big Ten in total attacks, leads the Big Ten in total kills. She's top 20, top 15, and 14 in all of those categories in the country. Attacks per set as well. She is just a tough out. The senior playing her best volleyball. Good strong serve, sails that one long though. It's her second service error of the rotation, but unfortunately for the Hawks, only the first one that they get credit for. Deary's going to check in for Urquhart now. Ortega's going to serve. Hawks need to find their own momentum here. Nunji, good pass. Mosier dumps it over and scores. Well, I'm just not sure what the Hawkeye defenders are watching. Contorted her whole body. She's doing one of two things. She's dumping it or she's pushing it all the way to the right. She's not pushing it out to the outside. Collins to serve. Buechner. Ortega one-hands it, but it was over the net, so she'll get called as a back row setter. It's 10-4. Collins, good strong serve. Dennis. Ortega outside Morovic. Blocked. Tools it off the hands and scores. 10-5. Moravec now to serve. Off the tape. Good play there. But a good kill from Jessica Nunji. That was a heads-up play there from Kari Bohm. Ball hit the tape as she was transitioning, but she paid enough attention in the middle to get that ball up in the air. Good push out from Mosier. Nunji able to fire it home, 11-5. Mosier, good ball at Moravec. Off the net, Ortega behind her to Deary. Blocked in the court of play, Nunji and Bohm. 12-5. Hawks get a good pass, get a good set. Can't convert. Mosier off the tape, and the Hawks aren't ready. That was an ace serve for Illinois 3 points ago. I'm sorry, that was a pickup for Illinois 3 points ago and a kill. It goes as an ace serve for Illinois this time, 13-5. Here in Iowa, we grow corn, but the truth is corn grows Iowa. Corn benefits the entire state. It feeds our livestock, nourishes our families, and provides homegrown, clean-burning fuel for our vehicles. Thank you, Iowa's corn farmers. Boy, after a high-energy start for the Hawkeyes, they've just kind of, I don't know whether they let the end of the first set get to them, or just kind of lost some of the flair. But Illinois really taking it to them here in set 2, 13-8. Just in case you're listening to me and not watching the football game, Iowa on top 3-0 there early in the first quarter. It's like Iowa about to force a Michigan State punt, if that hasn't happened already. Iowa hitting just 0-56 in this set. Illinois 5-38, 7 kills, 13 swings. Again, you're seeing the problem of you can't make that good first pass. If you're Iowa and you're thinking comeback, though, you recognize Illinois hasn't passed the ball that well either. So you keep doing what you're doing. You get a side out. You serve aggressively, and you try to sneak your way back into it a couple points at a time. Mosier. Dennis plays a ball. Ortega, middle to McSweeney. Terry tries to chase it down after the Barnes touch. She'll get the kill. McSweeney, after a great night last night, just 2 kills, 8 swings so far. Dennis sails it long. (14-6), third service error of the night for the Hawks. Nunji to serve. Buettner, good ball. Ortega behind her to Deary. Davis takes it on the cover. Buettner off the block. Moravec, Ortega, Buettner. Good spot on the tip there. She really kind of tipped that almost into the 3 spot, right at the 10-foot line. Illinois by a touchdown, 14-7. Deary heads to the bench. Urquhart comes in to serve. Right down the line, bad pass. He's a platforming it over. Buettner, big swing. Dennis has to cover. Mateo, Buettner tries to sharp cut it and misses. Boy, that's a Illinois steals a point there. Shank serve pass. Wild platform over. Leads to an Illinois score. Barnes 15-7. Moravec, good ball to Mateo. Slide to Davis. Big collision. Burbage blocked, covered. Ball's in the air. Terry tips. Buettner, Mateo, Moravec from the back. Catches the line. Matt Moravec with 8, 15-8. Buettner, good serve. Terry, decent pass. Back out to Terry. Sharp cross, Dennis. Urquhart, Moravec tips it. Mosier with the run through. Good ball to Terry, tipped. Dennis diving play. Mateo, back row to Buettner, catches the line. Illinois begging for it on the floor. One of the assistant coaches looks at another assistant coach who tells him it was in. 15-9. Buettner, long. Weather. Hawks have had a hard time serving this weekend. Pan now back into serve, 16-9. Good float, taken by Buettner. Mateo, bad tip. Pushed it out of bounds. Sometimes it just doesn't look like she's tipping with a purpose. She'll go out, Ortega will come in. You tip because you see something. She just kind of went up and pushed it right out of bounds. 17-9. Buettner, Ortega, Moravec. Blocked back onto the Hawkeye side. That's Mosier and Collins. Pan goes strong at Buettner. Ortega, slide to Davis, she scores. I sat in the scouting report. That play's open. It's a one-on-one all day long with a good pass. Hawks just struggling to make that first pass to allow that offense to run. Davis, bad pass from Illinois, but Terry's going to get a swing off the block and scores. Off of the free ball, she's going sharp cross. She's going cross to sharp cross. Hawkeye block just not set up right. The time she's tried down the line, she's missed. Now she's back to serve. 19-10 Illinois. Dennis, good ball to Ortega. Slide to McSweeney. Ortega has to cover. Dennis pushes out to Moravec, high off the block. Dennis covers. Ortega. Moravec again down the line and paints it. 19-11. Urquhart out, Deary in, Ortega to serve. Good ball from Barnes. Outside behind Nunji, she has to tip. Ortega to Deary, she has to tip. Terry gets it. Terry's gonna get a swing. Dug up by Dennis. Ortega, back row from Buettner, long. (20-11) sends Kennedy Collins back to the service line. Collins, good strong serve. Buettner, Ortega, Moravec. Collins with a dig. Terry tips it over. Dennis. Ortega, McSweeney scores. Collins couldn't dig that one. Nat Moravec back to serve. 20-12. Illinois on top here in set two. Good strong serve. Pan, bad pass, but Terry's still going to swing at it. Actually, that was Nunji rolled over. Dennis platforms it to Buettner. Down the line, into the crowd and into the net anyway was Mosier. 20-13. Moravec, good strong serve. Pan, bad pass. Platformed out to Nunji again. Ball super tight. Moravec. Ortega tips it over. Uses Terry. Ball's platformed right in the middle of the court. Good ball, though. Mosier. Double contact called on Mosier. 20-14. Moravec off the tape. Good ball from Barnes. Mosier. Middle attack off the block. Dennis. Ortega. Bad ball to Deary. Ortega gets it up in the air, but can't do anything with it. That ball is just such a trap set from Ortega. She put Deary right into the net. Deary pushes it off the block. Perhaps the most telling stat of this set. It's now 21-14. Iowa has 12 kills. Illinois has 8. But Illinois has no hitting errors, and Iowa has 7. Mosier, good flat serve. Middle from McSweeney. She just rolls it over. Barnes, easy play. Back row, Terry. Touch called. (22-18). Mosier into the net. 22-15. Dennis, high floater at Nunji, off the net, bad pass. And that ball sails long. That was Burbage. And again, for the Hawks, this is a rotation you've got your better chance to take advantage of. Dennis, right down the line again. Nunji, another bad pass. Outside, Burbage. Finds the far corner, though. 23-16. Boy, if you're Iowa, you got everything you wanted there. You got a one-dimensional offense. You knew where the ball was going. Burbage just wins. And now Nunji to serve. Good serve. Buettner, though, good pass. Ortega back out to Buettner. High off the block. Scores. 23-17. Mateo checks back in. Urquhart checks in. Nikki will serve. Oh, off the tape, got away with it. Ball goes outside. Terry high off the block. Dennis is able to chase it down. Mateo, more of it, gets her feet planted, rolls it. Back row, outside to Terry. Big swing off the tape, dug up. Moravec, Buettner, tips. Good spot. Mosier's there, though. Terry's going to get another swing from off the court. Rolls it over. Dennis is right there. Mateo, slide to Davis. Scores! Right on the line, 23-18. If Urquhart can drop in one of her short serves. Actually goes hard down the line. Good pass. Right side swing off the block and scores. Good set there from Mosier. She went back to Burbage. Had to get out of the way. Set point Illinois, 24-18. Barnes to serve. Good flat serve. More of it. Great pass to Mateo. Outside, Buettner. And she's blocked by Collins and Burbage. And Illinois takes set two in a much easier fashion, 25-18. They ran away there early in the set and never really let Iowa back in. Illinois on top, 2-0. We'll take a break. You are listening to Hawkeye Volleyball from Learfield, presented by Quickstar.
The silly moments, the proud moments, even the hard moments. They're what make life remarkable. And they're why Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield is here for every moment. Committed to making healthcare better, more affordable, with more choices for care. and service and coverage that give you peace of mind no matter what comes your way. So you can show up for every tender moment, every brave moment, and every wouldn't miss it for the world moment, knowing that Blue is here for you. Go to Walmart.com/every moment to find a plan right for you.
To anyone passing through our state, fields and fields of corn might be what they see. But the people who call Iowa home know it's so much more. Corn is ethanol, a homegrown, renewable fuel. Corn is delicious pork, beef, poultry, and dairy. Corn is in 4,000 products we rely on every day. So yeah, our highway views are full of corn, and we're proud of it. Because corn grows Iowa. Show your support for Iowa corn farmers at iowacorn.org/fan of corn.
Our mission at Oak Knoll is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through life care. I'm Steve Rowe, CEO. We are a not-for-profit life plan community and have served the Iowa City area for 57 years. Oak Knoll is located near University of Iowa hospitals and clinics, Kinnick Stadium, Carver Hawkeye Arena, Hancher Auditorium, and downtown Iowa City. Visit our website at oakknoll.com to learn more. We're a proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Go Hawks!
I'm Ingrid Lizarraga, breast surgeon at the University of Iowa Holden Comprehensive Cancer Center, the state's only NCI-designated cancer center. Here, we look beyond just the type of cancer you have to discover the molecular details of the disease. We have teams dedicated to each cancer type, with treatments and trials you won't find anywhere else in Iowa. Go to uihc.org/cancer.
Our mission at Oak Knoll is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through life care. I'm Steve Rowe, CEO. We are a not-for-profit life plan community and have served the Iowa City area for 57 years. Oak Knoll is located near University of Iowa hospitals and clinics, Kinnick Stadium, Carver Hawkeye Arena, Hancher Auditorium, and downtown Iowa City. Visit our website at oakknoll.com to learn more. We're a proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Go Hawks!
I'm Ingrid Lizarraga, breast surgeon at the University of Iowa Holden Comprehensive Cancer Center, the state's only NCI-designated cancer center. Here, we look beyond just the type of cancer you have to discover the molecular details of the disease. We have teams dedicated to each cancer type, with treatments and trials you won't find anywhere else in Iowa. Go to uihc.org/cancer.
Welcome back to Huff Hall. I'm John Evans. Illinois leads 2-0. And pick your term for it. Grit, heart, fight, guts, whatever you want. Iowa's about to get that tested here in the third set. A match that they're clearly capable of winning. A match that they expected to win or expected to be in a fight for. And now they're on the bottom hill or bottom of a big hill. It's not too late, but obviously something's going to have to flip and change. Iowa hitting 159 on the match. Illinois hitting 288. I think that's probably the part that, if you're Iowa, is a little frustrating. Illinois hits 213, 12th in the Big Ten. But unfortunately, Iowa hits 210. That's right, that's the opponent hitting percentage. Iowa hits 223, they're 11th. Illinois hits 213 and they're 12th. But Illinois completely dominating the course of play right now. And what you see is it's the block side of it, really. As Illinois has 7.5 blocks to none for Iowa. So it's, Iowa isn't the most outstanding blocking team, but they get a lot of touches. It's what leads to a lot of the digs that they're able to get. But tonight, just not really in that space, as Iowa leads the conference in total digs, leads in digs per set. It's a stat that Illinois is not very good at, really. They're 10th in the conference in digs per set. But Illinois winning that battle 32-31. So Illinois is has been a better blocking team on the season. You expect to see that part. Iowa's been a better digging team on the season, and Illinois is winning that battle. And really, it comes to first pass. If you can't make that first pass, you're not really able to make an aggressive swing. And then when you don't make an aggressive swing, Illinois has done a good job picking those balls up and running them right back at Iowa. Iowa with 31 digs. As I mentioned, Sydney Dennis has 12 of those. She's done a really nice job, been flying around a little bit. Buechner and Moravec 6 and 5, so the bulk of them have come from those three players, 2/3 of the digs from those three players. And Michelle Urquhart will get us started here in set 3. Well, much like she did in set 1, she aces Lily Berry. And the Hawks have the early lead. Urquhart, same spot. Bad pass again, but Terry's going to get a big swing at it. Misses wide. 2-0. Feel like I've seen this movie before. Urquhart floats that one, uses the middle. Ball's tight. Mosier behind her. Burbage catches the back line, scores 2-1. Caroline Barnes now to serve. Moravec, good ball to Mateo. Behind her on the slide to Davis. Just misses wide. And the Hawks are going to challenge. Going to challenge a touch. Chris Thomas used his challenge in the first set, lost it, so he's got one left. First challenge for Coach Barnes. If you're Iowa right now, you kind of need about every break you can get, so. You want to see the touch, or you want to see that it caught the line. Hawks in the huddle, talking things through. Iowa with a rare midweek split next week. Home against number 1 ranked Wisconsin on Wednesday night, 7 o'clock. And then we'll be on the road again. We'll travel to Purdue Saturday night, 6 o'clock. So strange schedule for you. We'll have them both. The Wednesday night game will be on Big Ten Network. You can watch the game and listen to us. And then we'll be on, and the game will be on Big Ten Plus on Saturday night. We'll have that call as well, as I'll head to West Lafayette. No touch, no line. Tied at 2 on the Davis hitting error. Coach Barnes pleading his case. Down ref adamant in his defense. Caroline Barnes to serve. More of a good ball. Mateo. That's the dunk you want. Went over, dunked it with authority, put it right over Kennedy Collins' head, 3-2. Buechner, good serve. Terry, good pass. Collins, good dig from Dennis. Mateo backpedals, back row from Buechner. Good ball, but dug up by Mosier. Platform behind to Terry. Tipped, dug by Moravec. Mateo, misconnected. Collins takes it. Mosier, behind her. Burbage, off the block. Hawks are in the net anyway. Anna Davis in the net, tied at 3. Pan into serve for Burbage. Buettner punches at it. Mateo out to Moravec, off the block, but easy dig for Barnes. Mosier, Terry. Finds the back corner and scores. Terry with 14, 4-3 Illinois. Serve right down the line. Buettner, Mateo, Moravec scores right down the line as well. 10 for Nat. Davis, good serve. Pan, low pass. Terry behind her, roll shot. Boy, that just can't find the floor. Hands up in the air, you know the roll shot's coming. I suppose you can't commit too early, or she does what she did before where she hits it behind you. A good smart play from Terry, gets the kill, 5-4. She's back to serve now. Goes at Dennis. Mateo, Moravec off the block right at Terry. Mosier, Collins off the right, off the block and scores, 6-4. Terry, same spot. Dennis, good pass. Mateo to McSweeney. Too low, into the net. 7-4. McSweeney likes the ball low, but he's just, I guess there's the happy medium, but there's just no room for mistake when you set it that low. Ortega back in for Mateo. Another good ball from Terry. Hawks are going to have to platform this over for Moravec. Pan, Mosier, Collins. Crowd will tell you what happened there. And Coach Barnes will call timeout with Illinois leading 8-4. The exciting moments, the proud moments, even the hard moments. Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield is here for it all as your healthcare champion, making healthcare more affordable with more choices for care and peace of mind no matter what comes your way. Find the plan right for you at wellmark.com/touchdown. 8-4 here, early third set. But how's the saying go? It's getting late early here in Champaign. As Iowa's going to need to find a response. 15 kills from Raina Terry, 8 from Kayla Burbage. Illinois hitting .556 here in the set, .317 in the match. Iowa hitting 0 and .146 in the match. See what response the Hawkeyes have. Terry bounces it on her hand, comes forward. Misses it long or wide or both. 8-5. 7 service errors for Illinois, but they do have 5 aces. Ortega, good serve. Bad pass from Barnes. Nunji, Terry with a back row swing. Ortega one-hands it. Buettner tries to chase it into the crowd, can't get there. Terry with a back row kill. Not sure if that ball was wide or not. Ortega tried to play it with one hand. Couldn't control it. 9-5. Kennedy Collins to serve. Buechner. Ortega behind Morovic. Pan. Ball goes out to Nunji. Dennis gets the dig. Buechner. Morovic. Goes right at Terry. Good dig. Mosier chases it down. Nunji. Big swing. And the Hawks can't get the ball up in the air. Just the second kill for Nunji, but it's 10-5 Illinois. Collins sails it long. Natalie Morovic to serve. Hawk run might as well start now. Nat, good strong serve. Pan, good pass to Mosier. Slide. Ortega tries to go one hand again, but too much heat on it from Bohm. Her third kill. Mosier floats it at Morovic. Overpass. Mosier takes it. Ball goes outside. Big swing. Hawks finally get a block. Buechner and McSweeney block Burbage. First Hawkeye block. Might have actually been Nunji. She was over on that side, I think. Dennis, good serve. A good pass to Mosier. Tipped over. Buechner gets it. Ortega. Deary through the block and scores. Gabby Deary has 4. It's 11-8. See if Dennis short serves it at where Nunji is. Does not. Goes up Terry. Big swing, no touch. Burbage misses long. 11-9. Coach Thomas started to walk toward the down ref. Doesn't do anything though. Dennis off the tape. Terry, good pass though. Mosier behind her. Nunji. Blocked. Hawks get a second block. It's 11-10. And Coach Thomas will call timeout. That was the response the Hawks needed. Hey, Hawkeye fans, get a taste of game day at your home by stopping by Molly's Cupcakes and picking up your favorite cookie or Rice Krispie treat to satisfy your sweet tooth craving. Molly's Cupcakes, located off Clinton Street in the heart of downtown Iowa City. 4 straight for the Hawks. In Iowa City, Michigan State in the red zone, trying to take the lead, tied at 3 early in the second quarter. Back here in Champaign though, Raina Terry has 16 kills, Burbage has 8, Nat Morovic has 10, Buechner has 8. Hawks finally started to slow down the Illinois attack a little bit. 294 this set, still a smoking hot number that Iowa's going to have to bring down, as well as improving on their 100 hitting percentage. Good job at the service line from Sydney Dennis. 14 digs for Sydney tonight. She's done a nice job moving the ball around here. She's gone at Terry a couple times. As long as you don't hit Terry right in the platform and make her move a little bit, the passes have been less than special. Dennis goes at Barnes, bad pass. Off the tape, Buechner. Ortega, slide to Deary, tipped. Ball's going to be up in the air. Mosier, good ball, rolled over. Morovic, Dennis gets a ball to Buechner. Good ball, but double block was set up there. That was Nunji and Bohm. Like the idea really good ball out there, and I like what Buettner did with it. Just a better job from the block. Nunji to serve. 12-10, Illinois on top. Buettner steps in front of Moravec. Buettner scores. Went sharp cross there, got it into the 4 spot and hit it off Terry. Nunji to the bench, Lilyberry in. Hawks make a couple subs. Mateo and Urquhart in. Urquhart, good serve right down the line. Ball goes behind, tipped over, and Sydney Dennis got caught cheating again. Read the tip nicely, but Burbage pushed it right over her head. (13-11). Barnes into the net, 13-12. Buettner now back to serve. Buettner right down the line. Barnes off the net. Outside Terry. Tips. Moravec on the run through. Mateo, back row Buettner. No touch called. Coach Barnes is going to use his second challenge on this one, I think. And he's going to need to be right. Hawk bench was behind it, as in the players. Players on the floor always seem to think it was a touch or in or out, depending on which favors their team. The bench isn't always quite so energetic about it. I don't really see the ball move on the replay up high. But yeah, maybe a touch. I don't know. It's a long ways. Be curious as to what the Hawkeye hitting percentage is from the back row, especially tonight. Really seem to be struggling with it from the back row. Not sure what adjustment you can make there. Maybe come from a slightly different position, maybe come from a little bit more from the right instead of straight up the middle. That Illinois block's been in a good spot. And the Hawkeye hitters have hit a couple long. Taking some time at the table. Both challenges tonight have not been successful. See if that holds true. Nebraska takes set 2, 25-23, so a couple of just battles there in Bloomington. And they're tied at 1 set apiece. Actually, we are going to get a touch. Hawkeyes will get the point. We're tied at 13. And Coach Barnes will keep a challenge. So give Buettner the kill. That's 10 for her now. And she'll be back to serve again. Ooh, might have got lucky, played the ball, looked out. Terry, big swing. Dennis, great dig. Mateo, outside Moravec, big swing. Mosier protects herself. Ball goes out, Hawks score, 14-13. Mosier protected herself. Terry tried to platform it. Probably, they're going to call that a bad set. Boy, that's dirty. Give that kill to Moravec right down the line. Boy, that ball's probably out too, but played by Terry. Off the court, Dennis diving play. Mateo is able to get it to Ed Mosier. Barnes platforms it all the way across. Ball goes long, but touch called. 14 all. Michigan State kicks a field goal, leads 6-3, under 11 to go in the second quarter. Pan, good float serve, uses Davis. Mateo, Davis, good sharp cross and scores. Hawks had a chance to get run out of the gym. They've responded nicely so far. How do they do in the back half of the set? Davis, good strong serve, bad pass. Out to Terry, rolls it over. Morovic, Mateo, Buettner, dug up in the back row. Outside to Terry, blocked, out of bounds. Set was inside. Terry just came in with it, pounded it off the Hawkeye block, went into the Illinois bench. And the Hawk night comes down to who can win a race to 10. Terry back to serve. Off the tape, Dennis diving play. Mateo has to platform it to Morovic. Off the block, Dennis covers. Mateo platforms it again. Morovic scores this time. She has 11. Deary back in, Urquhart to the bench. Mateo down the line at Barnes. Mosier tips it over. Dennis, easy play. Mateo, Deary, dug up by Pan. Mosier, Nunji off the block. Mosier. The ball was set up perfectly. Nunji covered herself. Put it right on top of the net. And Mosier goes up and just takes a big old full swing at it and splits the block, 16 all. Kennedy Collins. Buettner, Ortega. Hits Kennedy Collins, but that's a dig. Dennis, good dig. Ortega, bad set. Collins with another dig. Terry rolls it, uses Ortega. Dennis steps forward, goes behind her to Morovic. Good ball, off the block though. Pan, Mosier, Terry scores. Kennedy Collins gets a right place, right time dig. 17-16 Illinois. Buettner, bad ball. Dennis steps in, hands out to Morovic. Off the block and scores. Tied at 17. Natalie Morovic comes forward, fires a good strong serve. Nunji though, good pass. Slide, blocked. Caitlin Buettner gets the block on Kari Bohm. 18-17 Hawks. Morovic, another great serve. Nunji though, good pass. Back row, Terry tips. Dennis diving play. Ortega, Buettner, they're in the net. No call, but gets a kill anyway. 19-17, timeout Illinois. Buettner with 12, Morovic with 12. We'll take a timeout. You are listening to Hawkeye Volleyball, presented by Quickstar.
When it comes to your health, you need the full picture. That means the right diagnosis and the right treatment right from the start. I'm Aaron Bose, pediatric neurologist with University of Iowa Healthcare. Here, we're working together every day to advance medicine so you can get the best care. With more research, more clinical trials, and more treatment options than anywhere else in the state, the University of Iowa Healthcare is changing medicine and changing lives. Learn more at uihc.org.
Welcome back to Champaign, Illinois. Huff Hall here on the campus of the University of Illinois. I'm John Evans. Iowa trying to extend the match, lead 19-17 here in set 3. Illinois took the first 28-26, cruised in the second 25-18. But Iowa, after a rough start, battled back. But this is where the trouble has started for Iowa. Closing out these into sets, believing you can win. Natalie Moravec to serve. Sails it long. Good timeout from Coach Thomas. (19-18). Iowa still on top. Brooke Mosier now back to serve for the Illini. Bad pass from Moravec. Dennis, big high platform. Buettner's just going to platform it over. Terry, Mosier, one hands, blocked. Hawkeyes get away with one there. Terry with a bad pass. Should have been in control of the point, but a bad pass put Mosier right on the net. She had to send it back to her side, and Burbage is blocked. I'm sorry, maybe Nunji is blocked again. No, Burbage was blocked, 20-18. Sydney Dennis now to serve for the Hawks. Sid floats it down the line at Barnes. Good ball. Right side, Dungy. She gets the kill. Dungy's third. She'll go back to serve. Ace serve, Jessica Nunji. She's got that little extra running action. Ball just dropped. And again, if you're the Hawkeye serve receivers, just got to expect a little short here. Tied at 20. Now the night comes down to a race to 5. Goes right back at Buettner. Great ball. Ortega, middle, scores. Hawks have not run very many traditional middle looks. Get the point there, 21-20. Yeah, I guess the testament to Hawkeye passing tonight. Middles with just 22 attempts combined. Not a number you see from Iowa very often. It's usually higher than that. 60 from the two outsides combined. Michelle Urquhart into the net. 21 all. 6th service error for the Hawkeyes. And again, there's good times for service errors and there's bad times, and that is just bad. Barnes knocks it over. And that is a worse time for a service error. 22-21 Hawks. Caitlin Buettner now to serve. Maybe it's the fans. There's extra wind blowing around. Buettner, long. 3 service errors in a row, and we're tied at 22. And Vanessa Pan, who has been a thorn in the Hawkeye side at the service line, goes back now. Floats it over. Buettner. Mateo goes up and competes. Mosier tipped. Moravec. Davis, good tip. Mosier's going to swing. Rolls it over. Urquhart. Mateo. Hawks find the hole. Nat Moravec. That was on the scouting report. And Nat saw it, used it, dropped it right in the campfire, the donut, whatever you want to call it. 23-22. Hannah Davis to serve. Long, good gravy. My daughter had a club coach that would have snapped a clipboard after the third service error in a row for the Hawks. I won't say your name, Paul, but whew. Raina Terry now back to serve, 23-all. Dennis, good ball. Mateo, outside Morovic, tips. And Terry couldn't get it in the air. Hawks will have a chance, 24-23. Illinois crowd trying to intimidate the freshman, Kaya Mateo. Mateo hops forward, fires. Barnes, good pass. Mosier, Collins. 24-all. That's the risk you run when you just kind of pop it into the court. But if you're Iowa, you had to get a serve in there. Kennedy Collins now to serve. Off the tape, Buechner, good ball. Ortega, McSweeney. Dug up in the air. Mosier chases it down. Terry. Dug by Dennis. Ortega. Morovic, left hand. Nunji. That ball is out. But it's called in, as you can hear from the crowd. Coach Barnes will challenge. And when I say it's out, I'm wishing it's out because I can't see the line from here. So it was up in the air a long time. So I'm going to trust that the line judge saw it and that ball was likely in. What a great spot there from Mosier. She went up, competed with the joust. Flipped it over and found that back corner as the Hawks had collapsed up on the net. Mosier with a double-double now, 35 assists, 10 digs, throw in 3 blocks and 5 kills just for fun. See which side of the net he goes to, and that'll tell us right away. That ball's in. Match point, Illinois. Kennedy Collins will try to win it for the Illini. Dennis, Ortega, Morovic, 25-all. Nat has 15. She also has a double-double, 15 kills and 10 digs. She'll serve. Good, strong serve. It's an ace! Ace serve. 26-25. Iowa leads. Morovic to keep the Hawks alive. Good strong serve. Bad pass from Nunji. She'll get a swing at it though. Tips. Dennis gets it. Ortega. McSweeney. Dug up by Barnes. Mosier. Behind her to Terry. Catches the back line. Hawks had no block there. 26-all. Mosier now back to serve. Morovic, good ball to Ortega. McSweeney misses wide. And the Hawks will call timeout. Trailing 27-26. We'll take a quick break. You're listening to Hawkeye Volleyball from Learfield, presented by Quickstar.
Hawk fans, be sure to visit and connect with the official local business partners of the Iowa Hawkeyes. The hotel at Kirkwood Center, Iowa's premier luxury hotel. The Jill Armstrong team with Skogman Realty, the area's premier realtor. The hotel at Kirkwood Center, a AAA 4-diamond luxury property located just a few minutes from the Eastern Iowa Airport and downtown Cedar Rapids. Whether you're visiting for business or pleasure, the hotel is happy to welcome you. To make reservations, visit thehotelatKirkwood.com or call 877-751-5111.
Welcome back to Huff Hall. I'm John Evans. 27-26. Illinois leads the third, trying to close out the match. Coach Barnes talking to Bailey Ortega outside the huddle. I'm sure communicating where he wants to see her go with this ball on a good pass. Bailey has a tendency to double up on, if a hitter makes an error, go right back to her. You also then have Caitlin Buettner in the front row, so on a good pass and a good ball. Probably rather see Buettner get a swing here right now. But first things first, Hawks have to make a good pass so they can get a swing at it. Mosier. Moravec. It's a decent pass. Ortega behind Buettner. Blocked. And just as the first set ends, that's how the third set and the match ends. Buettner's blocked. Illinois takes the set 28-26 and takes the match 3-0. Iowa falls to 0-4 in the Big Ten on the season. Illinois moves to 2-2. Tough loss for the Hawkeyes. Just not able to get it done at the end. Had, I think, 3 set points in the first set. Had an opportunity there in set 3. Set 2 was all Illinois, but Iowa had an opportunity, just couldn't quite get it done. Nat Moravec, 15 kills, leads the Hawks. She hit .238. Also had 10 digs and an ace serve. Caitlin Buettner with 11, hit .178, 8 digs and 4 blocks. And that was really the tail of the Hawkeye offense. 4 for Anna Davis, 4 for Gabby Deary, 3 for Delaney McSweeney. Actually 3 for Kaya Mateo as well. 18 assists for Bailey Ortega, 16 for Kaya Mateo. Sydney Dennis, 21 digs. Nice job from her. Nat Moravec, as I mentioned, also in double digits with 10. Delaney McSweeney had 3 blocks as well to go along with Caitlin Buettner's 4. But the Hawks hit just 178 in the match. Illinois hits 284. And we've got Coach Barnes popping up here. He gets the headset on here. Can you hear me okay, Coach? You got me?
Yes, I got you.
I'm not sure where to start with that one. The last 2 points, you probably got most of what you wanted there. I saw you talking to Bailey outside of the huddle at 27-26.
Yeah.
The discussion of kind of where you wanted the ball to go there on that one with a good pass?
Yeah, if we had a perfect pass, they were trying to help with their left side blocker to double deal in the middle. So I told her if we get the perfect one, just back set it, and our right side would be wide open. But if it was off the net, not to force it to the freshman, just go out to Kate and let her swing. It's what we did on the play before with Nat out there, and Nat got the same set and put it away. But we're such a young team, and as far as being a new team together, that we just make too many mistakes that stop our momentum. It's just we make some unbelievable, wonderful plays, but we back them up with equally unwonderful errors. And so it's tough because we're 2 points on the road here where we can win if we just play a little more steady, and just too many errors.
Well, that's what I said after the first set. It felt like it was a set of runs there in the first set. It would be who really cleaned it up in the second set, and obviously Illinois did a better job of cleaning it up there. But in the third set, I felt like the team showed the heart again that you wanted. It's that winning time. It gets 20 all, and it's just a hard time getting those.
Right, we fought back, and then we got a lead, and then we served 3 straight balls out of bounds. It's just we're our own worst enemy. It's a tough one because they do play hard, and they're doing what we ask of them, but then the errors come, and it's a tough one, losing by 2 points anytime to anybody. But in the Big Ten, you got to be ready and take those wins, and win those sets that you can. And we were our own worst enemy.
So now you bounce back Wisconsin Wednesday night. I mean, did you like the lineup shift? I mean, it seemed Gabby she wasn't fantastically great, but she did the job you asked her to do. Yeah,
Gabby did fine, just holding down her part of the right side. It puts more pressure on Natalie and Caitlin because they're in the serve receive more now. And that's the double-edged sword of it, is we really rely on Kat and Nat to pass well, and they were up and down. And whenever we lost runs, it's because they needed to pass a little better. But it does put a lot of pressure on them. But I was proud of Gabby going in.
Well, I think the stat I looked at was your middle's only got 26 swings with an offense for you that's really trying to feed the middle. That's probably a testament to the passing as much as anything.
Yeah, and the passing wasn't too bad. It was better, and improved, but we couldn't execute when we were passing well. We had to take Kai out a couple of different times because we weren't executing that slide with Anna, and we really need that. That's the other middle we need to get going, and so we were just not executing, and actually passing decent enough to do that. So that was a tough one too. Had we been executing on that side of it with the setter up, I think we could have kept some leads, but we let them back in it with errors.
I'll let you go, Coach. I appreciate you finding your way up here and coming up to me.
All right. Thank you, John.
Thanks, Coach. Coach Jim Barnes, appreciate him finding his way up here tonight. We're up above the court, a little diagonal here, but we did the stat rundown, but we'll, like you said, Illinois hits 284 to the Hawks 178. Serve-receive game might have been a push. 4 ace serves to 8 errors for the Hawks. 6 aces, 10 errors for Illinois. But boy, the errors couldn't have come at a worse time for Iowa. 3 of those 8 came right at the end of set 3 as Iowa, every time they pushed ahead by a point, would give the point back on a service error. So just struggling to close it out. Did end up with 4 blocks all in that third set. Probably need to see a little bit more of that intensity at the net earlier, but we'll sign off with that tonight. Illinois gets the sweep, 28-26, 25-15, and 28-26 again. As I mentioned, we'll be Wednesday night, 7 o'clock, back in Extreme Arena. Appreciate you tuning in. I'm John Evans. This has been Hawkeye Volleyball from Learfield, presented by Quick Star.